Hello, everyone. Jesse Webb, Traders Pro. Market conditions shifting here from bullish to mildly bullish in this overall bull market uptrend. We saw momentum shifting quite a bit all the way off of this extreme level, clear back into this bullish trend range, which is great to have it all happen in one day. We'll see what today brings. The Fed held steady. They didn't adjust any interest rates, and markets seem to react to that. Breadth also moving back down, also seeing sentiment holding steady right here. We did see the buy-sell ratio shift back down again. We're sitting now at 0.7, so less than 1 on buy-sell ratio. Sentiment also pulling back now, finally off of that extreme level, and potentially moving its way back or pulling back just to a resistance location. If we take a look at the S&P 500 chart right here, you can see what that bar looked like. It essentially erased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of that uptrend. I've been talking about some of these support locations. We can still pull back to that 479 range, and then even back to that 472 range. And then really the last stop before a significant trend reversal is going to be that 466. So we could hold up at these levels. We really could have volatility inside of these ranges, either that first range or all the way down to that second one. We'll see how the market reacts to that information this week. We also saw bonds actually moving a little bit higher, bouncing off of that support area, that 382 support range, and so interesting price activity there with bonds. If we jump over to sectors, look to see if we had any adjustments here. Real estate is still in that downtrend, still the same as the day before. Not a big change. A lot of times, that S&P 500 is really controlled by that Magnificent Seven group as well. So if we see tech start to pull back, we're going to see S&P also pulling back. So we'll keep an eye on some of those as those are developing. Let's watch commodities. If we look at USO pulling back just a little bit in that upper range, that $71 range, creating that support area. And it should hold up right here at that 70 range, 71, 70, 50 or so, where it's got this support range now, and see if that overall continuation of this trend where we rally higher, we retest and retrace and attempt this location right here. Let's take a look at gold as well and see if we got any confirmation there also on gold. It's still up in that upper momentum range, but not real solid confirmation bars here. Actually, some down days where they're gapping higher and moving back lower. Still working its way towards that upper range, though. We'll see how that ends up working out for gold. Muscle stocks group, the first stock in that list, POWL, machinery, electrical stock, big gap here on that stock. Those can sometimes have some nice follow through. Sometimes they take a day or two to settle out some of that big gap, that big initial move. AGP, also a nice looking uptrend. We're starting to see some of those oil stocks now come back in, like we had talked about. And NAMS, move this back here to this perspective. This rally was a real strong stock. Stocks have a big run up and then they retrace really hard. We want to see where they start to find some support. So you have this support range now at that 382 retracement. And a really solid hammer pattern where it opened, it traded lower, and then it rallied all the way back up and gives you this little hammer-looking body right here, this long tail. That's a really solid bullish move where you can see the buying took place right here at this level, maybe a little bit lower than that. And so to keep an eye on that. These stocks are really volatile. They can move up a lot and down a lot. Just use caution when you're looking at some of those kind of trades. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.